me bring my mic up because I was quiet, extremely quiet the first like couple of things, and it's like, you know, I'm not quite in my tempo. Anyways, so let's get this show on the road. New engine package, so it's not as loud as it was before, but at least it sounds nice. This will be a transitioning race, so the track will transition from day to night. See if that helps anyone or if it doesn't. Oh, Lord. 3 cars go around, but they all get staggered together quite quickly. We'll keep it green. They're all in drafts, so they should be able to draft back up to each other. But yeah, do not ride the wall off turn 4. You know, maybe I should put the laps here. That might be smart. It's lap 4 already? Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, there we go. That sounds about right. No. This and then do this again and then hooray. Alright, we're all good now. God bless. We're real aggressive here early on in the running. Drivers labeled in yellow in the playoffs. Drivers that are not labeled in yellow, obviously not, but they're looking for not only just a win in their win bank, but also some bragging rights as well, proving that they belong here and can run with the big dogs who are fighting for a shot at the championship. Right now, Miguel and Genesect. Oh, and Rack way high off turn 4. Goes around a couple of times. We'll slide back into the field. I believe he'll have draft from Carson, although he's way, way back. It might take him maybe half a dozen laps to even catch up to Carson even. Yeah, off turn 4, you just cannot ride the wall. Even off turn 2, sometimes they'll catch you in a weird spot. It just depends on where you are. Sometimes you just gotta lift when you don't want to. That's all I can say. Yeah, this race is one of the more competitive ones of the season, mostly because it's not an insanely hard track, as we see a calamity corner into turns 1 and 2. But since it's just a draft and everyone's so close, everyone feels like they have a shot. Some drivers are complaining about the sun being way bright. That will get better as the race goes on, but obviously right now, not entirely preferable. Miguel making a pass on David. No, excuse me, Caden. What am I saying? David's all the way back in, like, where Kirst is at. What's happening? I'm getting old. I digress. Oh, and the 4 goes around. He'll keep it off the death wall. Good lord. Good save for Genesect as David had lagged. No harm. Almost. almost harm there. Good lord. Anyway, we look at points at the moment. Genesect is third. Caden is second. So where they run right now, they would, well, yeah, Genesect's leading, dude. I'm sure. he's out there. Caden's having a good day right now. He's going to gain points if we're to stay like this. David obviously needing a pretty good couple of days. He's had good runs, but he's just the finishes haven't been able to show up for the performances he's been trying to put together, especially at Bristol and Chicagoland. Unfortunately, just the finishes don't reflect what he's been able to do behind the 00. So we'll see if that will change for the better today. As we continue on, Rack's still in the bag. It seems like he didn't get drafts. So he is just kind of a sitting duck right now, just kind of waiting for either the caution or for the stage to end to catch right back up. Okay, and it makes a big move. To the lead he goes. Wyatt is the defending winner here from the spring. Defending race winner was Monkey, obviously not here tonight. Chevy is the only one that can sweep the weekend, and the only two Chevys in this field are Carson and Wyatt. Miguel seems to be pretty out there in the lead. Just lost to Wyatt at Bristol, so a win here would do him wonders. It's a redemption, I guess some would say. Caden tried to block the run, couldn't quite do it. Luckily didn't turn himself while trying, so that's good. And both the 8 and the 12 running A game cars, so that's pretty nice. Pink and purple. Out towards the lead. Trucks had about 3,000 worth of fuel, I believe. These guys have 4,000. They have 5 extra laps, so it's not super clear if they'll make it on fuel. I think they probably can. I mean, we'll hear about driver rumblings if they can or cannot. Somebody. Curse says end, so implying maybe not. I might think make pit road pretty interesting. This pit road is open at the moment for the taking if anyone needs it. This is Rack, I think, almost went on pit road or something. Oh, this guy. Wyatt finds his way up to second. Oh, I ran a Coca-Cola Zero car. Snag is always tough. Wyatt close to the wall, and that is a bunch of the field, but they all get back going fairly quickly, except for Kirsten Miguel. They get the worst of it. Wyatt snag. Well, that caused a huge chain reaction. Obviously not good for Kirst as he's the points leader. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to get all the way back up there. If they have pit stops, that would probably help. Maybe a little. Five to go in the stage. David gets his way up to second place, but he's going to be immediately pushed out of it. David now going for the lead. 4 laps to go. Looks like these guys are pretty set on making it to the end without any issue. We saw 2 trucks run out of fuel, myself included, at the end of the stage. So we'll see, is it worth it trying to go all the way, or will you actually need a pit? Ooh, Miguel Janisek's hard into the wall. And Janisek's going to come down pit road. 3 to go. As David says he's going to pit. Along with Cole and Carson. Rack says he's going to stretch it. It's not worked out in the past, but we'll see if he has enough fuel to make it all the way there. Oh, David tried slowing down and got trolled. Miguel is gonna come in. I thought he wasn't for a second. And no one seems to speed on pit road. So Rack cannot pit regardless. Where Jessica comes out of pit road. Yeah, nothing Curse could really do there. I can't really blame it on him. Caden out first. And Carson, then Cole, then Curse. Miguel, David, Genesect came out last. So Rack leading this thing. Decided he was going to conserve fuel to get the stage win. Will help him in points a little bit, considering who he's up against. But really, the stage win is stage points. Really, is for what's happening right now. So Rack finishes. Everyone else will still have to come around to finish their lap. Caden, not right now. You have to wait till everyone comes around. But yeah, essentially. Caden off turn 4 will get second in the stage. Carson is going to take third away from the 20. The 71 will take 5th, and no one else will get any stage points. for the ready. Watch the white pillar. It will turn green in a couple seconds. And there it is. Carson gets bumped out the way. Starting stage 2. We're completely in nightfall now. This might make things pretty interesting. Four wide in the back. Bunch of playoff guys. Carson goes around. Good lord. He gets it back rolling, but just... wrong spot. You can go full speed down pit road, dude. I guess he's not going to. I don't know why he decided. Or maybe he's parking it. Who knows? He's pitting instead. Look at my man go. So I guess he's kind of trying to set himself up crazy, which I don't think that's going to work, but whatever. So off pit road now. And he will be a lap down. Merge back onto the field, essentially back to where he was. Couple spots behind. Wyatt had a moment off turn 2. Now Caden going to make it nearly 3 wide for the lead. David Lord came down to 12. Caden somehow saved the car and still challenging for the lead and is right there. Pushing the 12. Caden to the top spot. David backs up dramatically. Now looking for the lead. Miguel maybe looking to make it 4 wide. David gets nearly spun on the apron. He keeps the position. Caden gets wall glitch. Around goes Wyatt. Carson also had one around back in the back. We stay green. Those two still getting it going, but man, obviously not what you want to do. It's a tight squeeze off 4, so I'm not sure there was much either of them could do. Now we have David in the lead. Miguel slowly trailing behind. Now I'm looking to the inside for the lead. Kurz might make it 3 wide. He can't do it. Good lord, not Kurz. I'm having a bunch of moments today. Genesex goes around in the wall. I guess he hit the wall glitch thingy. That's the only thing I could think of. Kurz trying to get clear. Miguel can't do it. Side by side still. Both will get pushes from the respective cars. Kurz is still there. And he is going to clear Miguel for the lead. Oh, when Miguel goes around. Another victim of just getting into the wall. Some pretty funny timing from Genesect. Rack to the outside, trying to take the lead. Can't do it. David gives Kirst a push down the backstretch. Now with 14 laps to go, Carson might be able to make it. I believe he probably can. But everyone else still has to pit at least once this stage. So whether you do it early on or late is up to driver's discretion. Skull's trying to look for the lead. Just trying to look for another win. He pitted like a lap into the stage, or lap or two in the stage, as cold, way too high. Luckily, it wasn't a big issue other than that, but it's real close. Bumps to 17 up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Caden and Kurst won't go around. You can't get much closer than that, y'all. These two different drivers' agendas are pretty different. Kane's looking for the series, the points lead, and David's just looking just to get within striking distance. He's kind of not really in striking distance right now, especially with how the field's performing. He just needs a good stage or two to make it happen. And a race win would certainly help a lot. Kersey's just trying to find a way around this 12. If he can, he will keep his points lead. David trying the outside. Can't quite get the run. Rack will stay out in the lead. David, big move to the inside. Rack can't block it. David to the point. But for how long is Caden's going to make it 3 wide? Cole nearly made it 4. Kurst is in the picture now. He's up to 3rd. And Wyatt, hard hit into the wall. He is tired of this 8 car. That might come to bite Miguel maybe later. I'm not sure what's happening to the team, these two. But one is very upset. Yeah, he's the 7 car. Big block from the 12. Man, Rack was right on him. Kurst looking for the lead. He's going to get a big push from David out clear. 3 wide for second. It's really just to see top 5, Miguel and Wyatt, unless a caution comes out, they're not really getting stage points. And when did these guys pit? Did they pit with 3 to go like last time? It looks like it. Carson, the only car that pitted earlier than that, so it's literally a lap or 2 into the stage. So we'll see if he can make it to the end, if he cycles out, where he cycles out anyway. Because that's extremely important. Ooh, Kurst got tight in the corner. David trying to take 2nd, still side by side. Cole's gonna sneak in, trying to take 3rd away. Never mind, he will back out. Caden's giving Kurst a little bit of draft. David's going to get the bump draft from Rack. Sends it in deep. Cole also sends it in deep. Kurst is forced to back out to not get pushed up the racetrack any further. And right now, it's a subtle breakaway between the 12 and the 00. Still side by side heading into turn number 3. This has been quite the action as Miguel and Genesec still battle for 6th. Back there, and Carson is somewhere. Oh man, he's not gonna get lapped, but he's damn near close to being allowing laps there. Good lord. I'm pretty sure the leaders at some point will be able to see him. And we got cars pitting this time. David's going to stay out one more lap. Never mind. Maybe not. He spins onto pit road. Yeah, it worked out actually pretty decently for him. The 8 car actually went around. See if that helps his pit stop or not. Oh, Carson hits the wall. Man, oh man. David just barely gets out in front of Kirst. David has a little bit of a lead, but it's not going to be nearly enough. I think Carson, I mean, he still stayed out even after all of that. Oh, and David gets wall glitch from the lead. Around he goes. Same spot. Carson is still a lap down. So he needs to pass these guys if he wants to get back on the lead lap. I mean, he'll get the lead lap anyway, regardless, because the stage will end at some point. Caden gonna bump Kirst out the way, trying to take the lead and the points lead as we run. Oh man, what's Carson gonna do? It's gonna make the things very, very interesting. White flag in stage 2. It is just these top 2 fighting for the stage win. Kirst is getting it underneath the 12, and it's going to get a wild push off into turns 3. It's going to be off turns 1 and 2. Caden's going to get a big run. Oh, he bumps Kirst out the way. Good lord. Certainly a way to do it, and we'll see if Kirst will retaliate at some point, but Caden will take the stage win. That was certainly egregious. Small rant over. Final stage, 50 laps. So you will probably need to pit twice, if I were to guess. And this guy says he's not ready immediately. That's crazy. Oh, he cannot see. Okay, well, I guess it's better him being, you know, things rather than, like, dying. Could you imagine, like, driving in a NASCAR race and then, like... Could you imagine just seeing a NASCAR race and then Austin Cindric just goes blind in a corner mid-race? And, like, his vision just turns black. This happens in Michigan in Detroit 1, you know? Yeah. 210 in the wall. Enters low. Goodbye. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Watch the white pillar. It'll go green now. Green flag. Final stage underway. We'll see how aggressive things will get. Hopefully not too aggressive, because we've seen Turn 4 has been the culprit thus far for a bunch of accidents. Luckily nothing off Turn 2, but then again, commentator's curse, so twist my fingers. Real close racing here. David gets away from the field for now. Best cars have been definitely the 20 and the 12 overall. And David's been like a top 3 car, as well as Rack. He's also been like a top 3 car as well in this race, so very good for him. And Miguel was really good in stage 1. He's looking to bring back that speed into stage 2. Also one of the faster cars as he gets a shot from David. And gets put in the wall. David goes sideways, cautions out. Green flag in the air. It's Cole and Iraq, some two non-playoff drivers leading this field, and already it was almost calamity off the start. Nearly 4 wide in the corner. Cole goes around into the death wall hard. And Carson is he's dead, dude. Oh my god. Cole is not dead, so he's fine. Carson, on the other hand, I cannot contest. And Wyatt wins the race to the line. Good lord. So, 2 non-playoff drivers out of the race all of a sudden. That's wild. So Cole will finish 8th. Not great. Hopefully we'll do better when we get to Kansas, which I think Busch has actually have a 2-week off week as well as trucks. So y'all don't race for 2 weeks after this, y'all. Y'all have a little break. You know how fun that is? You can't live that. I need DG. Going back green. New flag. So we've gone down from 8 to 6 fairly quickly. This Rack allegedly had made contact with the 7, sent him to the Shadow Realm. Fairly early on the stage as well, which I'm very surprised about. Wyatt now to the lead. Haven't seen him much in the lead since the first stage, but here he is. Can't sweep the weekend, but he's trying to sweep the lower divisions. His Rack's going to deny Miguel. Miguel says he doesn't want to be denied from that placement. There goes the 4. He will save it off the wall. Miguel not so lucky. He'll be way in the back. I mean, you think he has straps as well. Rack now to the lead, and a decent-sized one at that. Now, how long will it stay decent-sized? Curse looking for the lead against Caden. He's going to get it. And by the lead, I mean maybe the points lead. Caden's looking for room that was barely there. We'll send Rack and Cursed up high. David's looking for second. And he's going to barely clear the 20. And now he's looking for the lead. The definition, if there's space, you got to take it. And there was space. David tried to close it off. It luckily did not end in tragedy. Miguel is slowly catching up per lap, so that's good. Again, Curse, I think much better known for his short track abilities. He does well at those types of racetracks. These tracks, not so much. Apart from Auto Club, he usually has some good success there. Now again, this is not really an Auto Club, but if he were to get a good result here, that's a statement. I would say. These guys are really pushing and shoving now. So we're about now over halfway through the race. Still got 2 pit stops to do. Or Wyatt pushing David up the racetrack a little bit. Or Rack, I guess. Never mind. Not Wyatt, excuse me. Caden looking for room to go into, and Wyatt's just gonna plow the 17. Sure, dude. He is so mad. He's willing to risk everything. And Miguel, I don't know what he's doing. Well, Miguel has to pit when everyone else pits because he just got fuel. Or actually, well, I'm not sure. It might have been David. I think it's David that needs to go down pit road. when everyone else does, anyway. There you go. Wyatt's in the lead. We'll see if he stays civil and decides not to ruin his championship over the Rack Avenue Rio machine. It's a good arc in the corner. That's gonna bump him up a little bit. Jacek still stays in the lead for the time being. David looking for room that just wasn't there. He'll fall back to 6th. Big run for the 20. Where does he go with it? It's going to go with the 4. Caden to the bottom. Gets clear of the 8. Nearly. Who the hell is this guy? It's a Ray Capone. Get this guy out of here. Rat currently leading at the moment. Caden looking to block the 00 machine. He will. David and Kirsch nearly go around. Chaos in turns 3 and 4. They all somehow get it saved. And David doesn't get clipped by a wall glitch. Wow. Unbelievable. And Miguel now has the lead. And Genesec wants the lead back. Slight corner cut there. Kersh now making it nearly 4 wide there. Caden gets a big, technically shove from the 4 just because of that thing. Caden tried to block the 20. It just didn't work out. Genesec is going to come down pit road. Make sure he doesn't speed here, and he doesn't. Good on him. Some absolute wild racing at the front of this field. And throughout the field, really. Oh, Kirsten Miguel sideways hitting into each other. Anyone else come down pit road this time? Doesn't look like it. So Wyatt pitting early was pretty interesting. Trying a strat, although he did pit alone, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work in his favor. We'll have to see. Maybe it will. But historically at these types of tracks, it just doesn't work out too well. Man, Miguel with a great entry. Caden with a much better entry. And Dave will stay out one extra lap here. He's going to have to come in when everyone else comes in because he got fuel. He comes down onto pit road. Also great entry. Oh boy. Well, that is not good. This is bad news for the 00. Yeah, but you can't show me mid-race unless there's a caution. There nearly was. Miguel and Genesect were sideways, 4 wide in the tri-oval. Caden all the way near to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Miguel. Where does he go? He's going to push the 12. Caden out toward the lead for now. Rack making it 4 wide off turn 4. They'll stay 4 wide for another second or two. And now Rack's going for the lead. David somehow 2 down. Hello? Just should be 1. So I'll quickly fix that. There you go. Oh, he gets nearly turned. No, but he was already a lap in front of everybody else because he stayed out an extra lap. It's 31 laps to go. Another pit stop still ensuing. Probably within the last 10 laps, around that point. There's a single file train as Rat gets punted, and around he goes. And now it's just all playoff drivers in the front. Rack obviously not going to be happy. He was very much in the mix. Now not so much anymore. David trying to plead his case. I mean, I get both sides. Definitely was an accident, but that doesn't. I don't think that is an excuse for Rack not to be mad. Three wide for the lead. Only for a moment. Miguel holds the lead. Kirst and Caden battling for second. David's just battling to get back on the lead lap. Gonna drive it in deep around the outside, trying to make the pass. Kirsch had to back up the corner quite a bit, but he gets the drive off the front stretch from the help from Miguel. Yeah, again, feel for Rag. Obviously, did not need that to happen. If that comes back to bite David, it's hard. It's kind of hard to put the blame on Rack if he does that. Man, Miguel pushing the Ford. Got him out to the lead, but for how long? Kirst barely gets clear of Wyatt. Wow. I didn't think he actually made that work. Wyatt trying to get up there. David puts the forward and puts the 20 in the wall. 25 laps to go again. There's a lot of pushing and shoving everywhere, but who David, Lord have mercy. I thought he was going to turn himself into a death blow there. I mean, he won't go a lap down, and depending where he finishes, hooray. If not, if he speeds again, it won't matter. Oh, yeah, David was really lucky that Wyatt backed out the last second there. Well, maybe not so lucky right now. He's going to get put in the wall. Miguel just looking for any type of points. He's not really had a great race today, at least in the stage points. If he salvages a good finish here, he won't gain a whole ton of points, but that's still points being gained on the leaders, at least some of them anyway. Oh, Kirsch tried to block the 12, could not do it. Wyatt was there. Miguel has to back up the corner. Caden shooting out from a cannon, trying to take the lead. He can't do it. Wyatt blocks him off and holds him off for yet another lap. Yeah. If you're David, you're in an interesting situation because, yeah, you're a lap down for Navi. If you can prove that you're not a lap down, you didn't actually get a penalty, you should be racing hard for the lead. So it's tough, man. It's tough. He also hasn't had the greatest day in the points in terms of stages. So a race win or just even just a good result here would do wonders. At least help the damage. It's going to be done because I think he will overall still lose points regardless. Oh, and Rat got into death roll at some point. Oh, and that car's done. Caution's out. Dave will get back on the lead lap, so it will not matter. Yeah, that car's done, dude. Oh, and people get wall glitched. Coming back to the line. It'll be the 12 having the lead. Man, poor Rack. I hate to see that. Watch the pillar. Green flag. "20 laps to go." This makes things interesting, because based off the stages, these guys are going to have to pit one more time within the last 4 to 3 laps. And trying to make it all the way is risky, but I won't be surprised if someone does try to do it. Just will it work is the big question. And now on the racetrack, it's just all playoff drivers now, which is good and bad, because that means that the best are racing their way out, but also less chances to actually gain points on the others, since there's no other cars to kind of, you know, finish in front of some guys, or something were to go wrong and whatnot. So these guys, I mean, some of them are going to gain more points than others, obviously, just because of the stages. In terms of finishing results, you're not going to gain a whole lot. We'll see what points look like after this race anyway. Things could very easily shake up. And some guys we should look after for. Kirst hasn't won since Daytona, but that was somewhat recent, so looking to add on to his win total. Miguel nearly gets sideswiped. Hasn't won since Darlington, race 11. So long ago. It's now race 29, I believe. Yes, it is. So win would just do wonders for him. Not only mentally, but in points-wise, I think it would do him some good. Looking at Caden now. Maybe his first win since Chicagoland, second win of the playoffs as well. And it's been on a small hot streak, although definitely did not have the best day at Bristol to follow it up. Trying to make up for it here at Las Vegas. Genesect be looking for a second win in a row after winning last week at Bristol. And David will be looking for his first win since Watkins Glen. Again, a couple seasons? What am I saying? A couple races ago. So everyone but Miguel has won fairly recently. Now with 15 laps to go, the moves are going to get a lot more bolder. They've been bold pretty much all race. Saw some very, very almost late blocks. Lord, the 20 just went up the racetrack. There's the two A game cars right now leading this field. You can't really pull away here, but they're trying their hardest to make it happen. Turns through 1 and 2, almost at 3 and 4. Curse gain a considerable time, at least in the middle and entry of the corner. Not so much exit, kind of sacrificed for a good middle of the corner there. Genesect, think he might be able to get below the 20. Curse blocks that off though. Big run for the 20. Can't really go much with it though. Caden holds on for the lead. And the 12 goes up the racetrack. We'll have to concede to first and second, and maybe third, as Wyatt's battling side by side with this 12 now. Okay, and we'll back out a little bit and get behind this 4. Trying to set up for a pass later down in the line. Although, not sure if he's going to be able to allow it to do that. I thought David was going to get underneath this 12 for a second. Not quite. Again, I think this is Miguel's best race ran. One of his better races ran since early on in the season. Had a good race going as well at Chicagoland. So he is getting hot where he needs to. If he keeps this up, might be dark horse favorite. David's really sent it in there. His exit's gonna suffer though, but man, he got real close to the pack, and now he's in it. 10 laps to go at Las Vegas. It's been a pretty wild race. Wyatt now looking for the lead and for a 7th win. Lord have mercy. 3 wide off turn 2. Came with a big, bold move to the bottom, trying to pass the 4. Wyatt's going to have a run off the corner. 3 wide now for second. Kurz holds on for the lead for yet another lap, but can he stay there is the question. Blocks the 12. It's going to get pushed out the way, though, by Miguel pushing the 12. And now it's Miguel and Kurz now battling for the lead. Gridlock-style draft race down the back stretch. David looking for the lead, now 3 wide, heading into turn 4. Not anymore. It's still a battle between David and Miguel. Put Kurz in the mix now. He takes the lead. Just off the front stretch. Now 8 laps to go. And pit road is still a concern. David tried to, oh man, he cleared himself off the 20. He didn't spin himself though. Real aggressive with it. And now Kurz is going to get underneath the David machine. Dave's going to try to sail it in the corner, though Kurz gets the bump of a lifetime. Takes the lead. David gets a push of a lifetime. I don't think he's going to clear, but he got pretty close. Three wide for second. Janicek almost going to push the entire field up. It's going to slow the entire field down quite a bit. I'll give Kurz a somewhat comfortable lead for the time being, only for the duration of the backstretch, really. And Wyatt, Lord, he got saved from Miguel. If he didn't, that would have been his race over. He's really pushing off 3 and 4. He's going to have to try to not make the same mistake twice. And Miguel moves down to the inside. Kurz couldn't block. Not properly anyway. Wyatt's going to get pushed. Up the racetrack he goes. And into the lead. 5 laps to go. And fuel draining away. Well, everyone decided they're gonna try to stretch it out and make it. Well, some guys come down pit road. Who knows at this point? David looking for a big move on Janicek down the back stretch. He's gonna make it work heading into turn 3. Miguel and Kurz try to get in the mix, and Miguel bumps the 00 and the 4 up the racetrack. And now Caden gets to get shot out of a cannon from 4th to 2nd, now to 1st. Oh, and Janicek not happy with the 8 at all. Puts him up the racetrack. And now it's Kurz versus Caden for the lead. David got to send it in deep. I think Caden was maybe going to look for a crossover, but David was already there by the time he was thinking about it. Either that or he just didn't get a good corner. Caden once again. Big corner here. Kirsch couldn't block in time. I don't think he'd expected Caden to get there so quick. And really, it's just become the top two right now, battling for the lead. David's a bit far back. Janicek and Miguel still in striking distance if something happens to these top two. And David not totally out the question yet. It's going to take him maybe about a lap, maybe less than that. He shoves the 8 and the 4. Kirsch went to go down pit road and missed it. 2 laps to go. Now no one can pit. Can they make it to the end? Wyatt says he can't make it. At least he can't make it. No one's going to come down pit road. It's going to be a battle of who has the most fuel. White flag in the air. Kirst is, I think, too far back to make a challenge for the lead, for the win, really for any position. 3 wide heading into turn 1. David gets almost clear of the entire field. He will now. Jasek to the bottom. Miguel is there as well. Caden looking for a miracle move to happen. And the 4 gets turned up into the racetrack. The 12 goes around. Everyone goes around. Holy cow. It's going to be David getting the win. Kirsch runs out of fuel just before the line. What a wild finish to end this one. We might have a little rivalry coming in. Peak at the championship. David just great win for him. That is definitely a thing that he definitely needed. Was he the best car all race? No. But a win's a win in this sport. It doesn't matter if you deserve it or not. And when he's complained about arguably deserving the wins at Bristol, Chicagoland, and not getting the results, he does get the result here, although the stage points wasn't necessarily what he needed. But still, points gained, a win secured, 10 extra points, along with his already point total. Darlington as well. Allegedly. That was a crazy finish to the end. I thought for a second Kurse was gonna have it, but heck, I think if Kurse pits there, no, I don't think so, because everyone else still made it barely after the line. He just had, unfortunately, just a little less fuel. Wild race, wild finish. I mean, when everyone came down pit road that time, I knew, I mean, it was definitely maybe the right choice, but man, that's crazy. There you go. And we've seen Wyatt retaliate over the smallest things. I am scared for this 12 car, coming into the rest of these playoffs. If he's willing to do moves like that and not work out for either of them, and now you have an angry driver to him. Oh no, Kane says he doesn't care for now. David, you just gotten the win here. Alsco 300. Yeah, another win under the season. You're, I almost said second win in a row, but that's crazy. I believe this is your 4th win of the season. Yes, it is. So 4th win on the season. A bunch of them have gotten away, but how good does this one feel here at Sin City?
I feel great. I won it like my first ever road racing win, so that's like extra special. The same amount of fuel too. I had like 79 when I won the Texas race in some like other random league that's not around, and I won it with like 80 fuel here. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of sick of Wyatt. He's been plowing through us every weekend. He should not have 6 wins, not even be close. I mean that in a kind of way. You kind of were. Anyway, my interview, now you shut up, pretty please. I'm happy I won. I was like nearly last, like the whole time at the end, but I plotted my plan perfectly. I let both of y'all play out of Kansas. You've already ruined mine. Ruin Kaiden's instead. Big baby. Keep DCing. Sick of you. I'm just kidding. Don't take that seriously. I'm happy I won. This orange car is like kind of fire. This trophy is also like sick. I'm gonna go gambling after this. I mean, I'm gonna go get some Dr. Pepper or something after this. Not gonna gamble. I'm not old enough for that. God bless America. I saved my career.
All right, that's David and the Eris machine. One of the only times rare car that was picked last minute for the race, and he wins.